What's up guys, Julie Booher here, strength and conditioning coach and certified nutritionist, and today is day 1 of the Leaner in 30 food challenge, and I am so excited that I will be doing videos every single day for the next 30 days in order to help you guys that are participating in the challenge, as well as people who may not be participating in the challenge but are interested in doing one in the future to kind of get an idea of what it's all about. So pretty much for the next 30 days I'm just going to talk to you about a topic every single day that revolves around food or relationships surrounding food or just pretty much anything, because you know that's how it is. It's not just about what we're putting into our mouths, it's about the relationship that we have with food, why we're eating in the first place. Sometimes we eat out of hunger, or not true hunger, but boredom or depression, or using food as a vice instead of something that's fueling your body and nourishing your body. So we're gonna get all kinds of deep with this, but today what I wanted to talk to you guys about is why I decided to do this food challenge in the first place. And if many of you are like me, you may have struggled with either an eating disorder or disordered eating habits in the past, and you're kind of weary about starting anything that involves tracking calories or macros, or you just don't know what to do next, what the next step is. And for me, I had binge eating disorder for about 2 years, and thankfully, I don't know if you're ever fully over it. I think there's still moments when you have the potential to relapse, but probably for about a year now I've been binge free, which is awesome. But I think it was time for me to kind of overcome that and start something healthier and start looking forward to using my new healthy relationship with food in a way to start applying love to my meals and really treating food as something, as what it's meant to be treated as, and that's a way to enjoy life, a way to enjoy dinners out or dinners created with love for your family and your friends, and something that just brings people together. We were watching a Netflix documentary actually called Cooked, and it talks about how people from different tribes all over the world, I think it's called Cooked. Is it called Cooked?
Yeah.
Yep, it's called Cooked. People from tribes and different colonies, whatever, all over the world, how they create food. And I think in America we become so obsessed with food and what we're putting into our body, and the food marketing industry is huge, so they're just trying to literally force feed you with all these crappy foods that are just full of additives and preservatives and pesticides and all this crap that just makes you A, fatter, and B, addicted to the food. So a lot of people, myself included, ended up turning to food as comfort. Some people turn to drugs and alcohol and whatever. I turn to food. And addiction is addiction. So if you're using that as your way of getting over being bored or tired or depressed or anxious or lonely or any of these things, that is not good. It is not good at all. So the purpose that I wanted to create for this challenge was an avenue for people to just build a healthy relationship with food once and for all and get over that dieting, counting calories, like whatever mentality, and just start to shift their focus to eating food that's going to nurture their body and not necessarily counting every single thing that they put into their body. I think there are definitely appropriate times in your life to count calories and macros, and I've made a video about that actually, should you be tracking calories or macros. You can watch that if you'd like, but this is pretty much just to focus on the quality of your food. So preferably consuming all whole foods. That's the way we're meant to eat. Like if you look back to the ancestors, I don't eat 100% paleo, but I do love the paleo principles, meaning they're eating everything that comes from the earth. So that's kind of what this challenge is, with a little bit of more leeway than strictly paleo. But yeah, that was the purpose of me creating this challenge for you guys. For myself personally, the past, I don't know, a couple months, I've been eating healthfully, so I haven't been binging and I haven't been having any relapses with my eating disorder or anything like that, so that is an accomplishment in itself. But when it comes to things like anxiety and depression, I'm very prone to anxiety and I overanalyze everything, and you're probably wondering, how the heck does this relate to food? Like, what the heck is she talking about? Well, the food that you put into your body and your digestive health is a direct reflection of the way you're going to feel on the outside. So what you put into your body, that's the way you're going to feel. So if you're constantly fueling yourself either with too much food, it could be too much healthy food, or even if you're not eating organic foods and you're just pumping your body with like these chickens and cows and stuff that have a bunch of hormones in them, your hormones are going to be all over the place. So there's no wonder why you're going to have anxiety, depression, and you're just going to be mentally unstable. I mean, granted, there are lifestyle factors that go into that as well, and not taking proper care of yourself, which we'll save that for a whole different video. But for me, it kind of came to a head this past week. I got food poisoning on Monday, and it was from, I don't even know what, I'm pretty sure it was a Cobb salad at BJ's, which I love BJ's, so it's kind of unfortunate, and I'm hoping it's not that. I'll probably eat there again, because I've gotten food poisoning before and started eating at the restaurant again, and I was fine. But yeah, it came to a head at that point, and as weird and like woo-woo as this sounds, I honestly feel like getting sick is always the point that, it's like a turning point for me in my life. So I sometimes run myself into the ground too much until I am forced to stop, and I think this was an extreme case of that situation. And in this case, I know I had no control really over getting food poisoning, because it's not like I purposely tried to get food poisoning, but I kid you not, I cleansed everything out of my body for almost a 24-hour period. So I think that was very symbolic of what I actually needed to do in my life. So just get everything, all the crap out of me, and just start fresh, start new. And it's kind of ironic because I planned to do this whole entire Leaner and 30 whole food challenge before I even got sick. But this past week was just a cleansing of everything on the inside, and I really feel like I'm in a good mental space, both physically, even though that sucked, physically and emotionally, to just start fresh, start new, and have a 30-day period to really reset myself. So I'm super excited to do this. A few other things just to give you guys, if you wanted to add anything else into the challenge, something else I'm doing is detoxing from social media as much as I was on, because I was finding that that was a big source of my anxiety. So I'll be posting still, because that is a huge part of my job, but instead of posting and then spending hours scrolling through my newsfeed, all I'm going to do is post and then respond to comments or whatever I need to do and get off of there, because I find that I was just like comparing myself to other people, and I don't know, just getting into a bunch of unhealthy habits that I don't like. So I'm going to be doing that. Another thing that also helps me a lot from a spiritual standpoint, which I've been neglecting, which I think was a huge source of my anxiety, was I wasn't doing yoga as frequently. So I'll be attending a few yoga classes every week now religiously, because I always say I'm going to, and I haven't been. So I'm going to be doing that as well for 30 days. And yeah, I just really want to get everything in my life in order for these next 30 days. So I'm treating this 30 days as not only a way to discipline myself when it comes to nutrition, but just give my life like a complete overhaul, because that's the beauty of doing a challenge. It's gonna be hard and it's gonna suck at times, because you're gonna want to go out and have pizza and do all these things, but the discipline and the habit that you create by just sticking to something for 30 days has the power to transform your life. So that's an experience that not only I wanted to have, but I wanted to share with you guys and give you guys the opportunity to do that as well, especially with a group of people who are all striving for the same thing, because it's a little bit easier to stick to when you can kind of relate to other people that are going through the same thing. So that is why I'm doing the challenge for you guys and for myself. So if you guys want to write below why you want to do this challenge in the first place, and as you guys will find out about me, I'm not really a surface level person. Like, I want to lose weight would be a surface level answer, and that's great. Maybe that's why you came and you just want to lose weight and be done with it, whatever. But if there's a deeper reason behind why you want to do it, like anything I talked about in this video, whether it's anxiety or healing your relationship with food because you've had eating disorder tendencies or whatever, let's talk about it, because that's the purpose of being here. And the more you put out into the group, the more you can heal, the more you can hopefully help other people who are going through similar situations, which has been the biggest blessing for me. That's a huge reason I got over it, because I started talking about it and sharing it. And yeah, just share your experiences, because like I said, the more you put into this group, the more you're going to get out. So, and if you're not in the group and you're just watching on YouTube, you can comment below anything that you want to add, and I will talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye.